Hello, hi, welcome back to Success Automation with Playwright with JavaScript. In today's video, I'm going to talk about using hooks in the page object model. In the last video, we saw the hooks concept in the normal test without page object model. In this, I'm going to use the hooks in the page object model. So in the previous videos, I just talk about how to implement the class. So the same class I'm using here. The only difference is I have I prepared the constructor here, and same constructor I just put the constructor and login method here and logout method. So I'm executing both the scenarios, login with valid user and invalid user. Two scenarios I'm validating. So here I have removed the uh, opening the URL, go to URL. There was a method, so that I have removed from this class. So just see this class. This is similar class. There is no difference here. Only I have removed the go to login. There was a one method that I have removed, and I have put inside the hooks. So I have put this URL here. So in the hooks, as you know, there is a before each method. So this if each before each method will execute every scenario. So you no need to write every time. So similarly, there is a once first scenario here with a valid username password, and the second scenario is invalid username password. So both the scenarios I'm going to run, and finally I'm going to run the after each. In after each, I just close the browser. So if you see here, I have implemented one more method here, logout. So logout is required when you log in successfully. If you are not logging with a valid username, there won't be logout button. So I just separated this code here. So if you see here in the first scenario, the valid test data, I'm calling the login method by passing the valid username password. I'm calling the logout method also. Similarly, in the invalid, I'm just calling the login method with the invalid data because it won't log into the application. It will just log out. So there won't be any logout page or button display. That is the reason I just separated here. So hope you understand this one. So but I'll just put this code in my notepad so that you can have an idea here. So here the same class and just with the logout method. So I will upload this um, TypeScript class as well. I'm implementing by using the TypeScript class. This is the TypeScript file. Sorry, class, not a file. It's a file. So here I have called this TypeScript. In the previous session, I told whenever you call the TypeScript, you no need to put .ts. Similarly, I have called this TypeScript file here, and I have put the class name here. And by using this class name, I am creating the object playwright dev. With this playwright dev object, I am calling the methods because in this class, this class only having the login and logout methods. So that's the reason I've just created the object. By using this object, I'm calling the login method and logout method. Similarly, in the second scenario, same thing, I created the object, and by using the object, I'm calling the login method. After that, I have put the after each, after 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 log log into the application, I need to close the browser so that whenever I execute the second scenario, it should open the new browser. So that is the reason. So quickly I'll run this program, just clear. And so if you see here, the first scenario it will execute very fast because I did not put any hardware. The first scenario is already executed. If you see, the playwright is very fast. Now it is executing the second scenario with invalid data. See, the first scenario it executed very fastly, but result will put both things here. So this code as well I have put, I'll update it here in the notepad so that you can have an idea. So this is the code which I have implemented. So if you see the code here, playwright, I have imported the test and expect playwright. And second one is I imported the TypeScript file without .ts. You should not put .ts here. And this before is you can put inside the .js file, the test file, and the first scenario here and the second scenario, and the final thing is after each method. Once the application is login with valid, even that also at that time also I need to close the browser, as well as invalid also I need to close the browser. So if you see here, it has executed. 1 minute, I'll show here. One more time I'm running the script. First scenario it is executed very fastly, second scenario it is validating. It has executed the first scenario. One by one I'll execute, so that first I'll run this one so that you can get an idea. First I'll run the first scenario. For both the scenarios, before each, after which each test will be called. So it is trying to log in, and after that I'm calling the logout method. So it has clicked on here and just logging out. So done. Similarly, I'll execute the second scenario. Dot only. In this scenario, I'm not calling the logout because it will fail to log in. You cannot call the logout because the application is not login because I have given the negative test data, wrong test data. Hmm? I think I did not save the application. It's taking the positive change. I just saved and again I'm running. It's trying to run with invalid data. Yeah, as I did not save, so it took the first one. So now it executing the second scenario. So both the scenarios have executed. So this this code after each and before each will execute for both the scenarios. So you no need to write every time or you no need to call this method if you put in the TS file. So that is all about today's video. Hope you understand. So I have implemented the hooks with the page object model. So first I have created the TypeScript file. Okay, this file contains the same class and I just log in and log out. And example.spec file where I have put the imported the test and expect and the TypeScript file I call because this TypeScript file inside this folder. So you need to put two dots here. These two dots. Hope you understand this. If you have any comments, just update the comments, subscribe my channel as well as in the going forward in the next video I'm going to talk about the new concept. So thank you, thanks for watching, have a great day.